I wanted to show you today what the Club Couture product is for the month of April. I kind of alluded to it the other day. This is how it would arrive every month. It'd be a different stencil every month. As you can see, I've already used mine. It comes in a packet like this, and along with that would be whatever packet pastes that colors you need to do this, and a squeegee. Keep the hold of your squeegee because I'm not sure if they send it each time they send you a new thing, but the first time for sure. So then you're going to take it out of the package, and you're going to keep the actual package because you're going to be putting it back in here after it is cleaned and dry. You're going to peel it off of the white backing, and you're going to keep the white backing as well, because once you clean the ink off of it and let it dry with the sticky side up, then you're going to put it back on this and put it back in its package for safekeeping, because this is a multi-use stencil.
And that's a shiny part of the backing too.
Yeah, on the shiny part of the backing. You will get a different stencil, different paste colors each month. You are required to do it for 3 months in a row. Then you can stop it if you want to, but you probably won't want to. And it's $20. That also gets you a flat shipping rate of $4.95 for other purchases. Okay, so I've just gone ahead and put it down on my surface, which I'll show you when I'm finished with it. And I'm just going to start taking ink. You don't have to do it really hard. And you're just wanting to get it in the leaf part. So when you get to the tree trunk, I mean, if you wanted to do it green, you certainly could. So I'm going to kind of work my way. I go back over it like this because it's easy to miss a little tiny section and not really see it until you pull it off. And if you do, it's okay because you can put the stencil back on once it's dry. So that helps make sure that you're doing that. It also helps get back up the excess paste because you really don't have to use very much and you don't want to waste it because you can keep using it for other stuff. Okay. So, and I'm going to put back the excess back in it. Alright, so I've done everything except for the heart, which I'm doing now. And if you'll notice, this squeegee is a lot thinner than what you saw me using earlier, because when you get into tight places like this, you're going to want to have a skinnier squeegee to work with. My husband actually just cut one of these in half, so it works for me. Alright, so now we're going to take it off. And here is the finished project. This is the surface that I have chosen. It was a found surface. Couture has a really cute thing similar to this. It's a black board, and it has like the pedestal down at the bottom where it sits up straight. But you can use found surfaces. You can use our surfaces. They're definitely a much higher quality. But when you're first starting, you might want to practice with something a little bit less expensive. Again, I always recommend when you're new to this that you try it on glass or a tile or something that can be wiped off easily, because if you make a mistake, it's not on a permanent surface. You can wash it off and start over. And again, your paste packets will give you many uses as long as you keep them from drying out. And so that's one project for the April Couture.
And you got this surface from the $1.25 tree store.
Exactly. All right, see you next time.
Right.
You should stop the like button. All right, we're continuing on after the board dried with the watercolor glitter. I am now putting what is it called? Crimson
Shimmer crisp crimson.
Shimmer crimson on. And if you notice, I had already put some extra on the board. This really helps when you're doing a kind of a long thing like this, or a large area, so that you can move this paste a little bit faster. And time is of the essence when you're doing something this big. I am also, or this detailed, I'm also going to do this in 2 parts, where I will pull it off before it starts getting too dry from the paste, and let it dry and let the stencil get cleaned and dry. Okay, I'm going to go ahead while I've got this paste out, and I'm going to go ahead and do the pot for this one in the same color. You know what, where's my little one? Here it is.
I thought your little one was right next to you.
She is. My helper's always on my side here. And this is one of the reasons I say that I'm doing this in 2 pieces, because this is going to become dry really quickly with as tedious as some of these things are. But it's going to be pretty. It'll be worth it. And again, this is the April Club Couture stencil. You only have to join. There's no fee to join. It's just $20 basically for the stencil. Occasionally the surface, always the paint. Plenty of ideas, directions, and you only have to do 3 months worth. I don't think you'll stop there, but okay. So now what I'm going to do is I went ahead and did the brown bark earlier because that's tedious too, and I was just trying to get some stuff done. But what I'm going to do now is take meadow green and bumblebee yellow, and I'm going to do kind of a variegated, how do you say that?
Variegated.
Because these kind of plants typically do have the yellow and the green. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a clean squeegee, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of work it in. Probably a little too much green, so I will just kind of move this direction. And again, you can get this paste on any of the green. Just be careful not to run over into a different part of the stencil that you're wanting to do a different color on. Some yellow over here so it's not so dark. Alright. And on this, I'm not going to try to save the paste because I've got it mixed. And so hopefully that turned out pretty well with yellow and green. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is make this pot yellow. And this is why my husband cut one of these in half so that you could do the little details like this without getting it everywhere it didn't need to go. Alright, so at this point I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. I'm going to wash my stencil clean and let it dry, and I'm going to let what I've done so far dry. This is what I've done so far in stages, and so now I need to put the flowers and greenery on this and another pot in its flowers. I'm just going to line the stencil back up now that everything is dry and continue to work. Okay, so I'm working along here. I've done this in several segments. I have had to let it dry, wash the stencil and put it back down, which is really no big deal. And I'm putting bumblebee yellow on these flowers with my splice in half squeegee.
And you mentioned that it was working, but it's really easy.
It's fun.
You don't even have any numbers to paint by. You just let her rip.
There you go. There is no right or wrong on any of this. All right, I'm going to do this right here, the leaves and stems on this last flower in a green and yellow mixture. I ombre'd this one over here, which I'll show you when I put up the stencil. But because this is such fine detail, I mixed them together ahead of time to put on here. And again, I'm using my cut in half squeegee.
Are you looking for like a chartreuse color? Or what? Yeah.
Okay. You said yeah, I'll take it. And I'm going to be careful not to involve this flower right here. Again, another reason why we split this in half. And I got a new tool that I'm super excited to use tonight. So you'll be seeing me try it out for the first time. I might have actually should have done it here.
Sure is quiet.
Well, feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Just wait until the air conditioner cuts on.
Yeah. This is my new tool.
Wait, don't go fast.
It is a sponge.
Don't go so close.
Very fine sponged. Wow.
It's not 3D.
Sponge tipped applicator. And so this will get into the finest of spots. Like here, if there wasn't a... First time using it, guys, so we can decide together if it works. If this wasn't against a flower, it wouldn't be so difficult to get to. Same thing here. I tried my squeegee just a little bit.
It's too tight.
Too tight. And then I got this little bitty stalk going up right here. This is giving me a lot of control over this. And it comes out really easily.
You don't want to go too slow because it will start drying.
Yeah, I could never have gotten all this with the squeegee in here. Even my half squeegee. Okay, and so now I'm going to do the flowers in, what did we say? Purple.
A type of blue. No.
Oh, a blue flower, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now I've finished that, and I'm using Lake Shore Blue, again with my half squeegee. The other one was a mixture of the green and the bumblebee yellow. I think it's sage green, but you could use any green or combo that you want. You could have actually done this all in one color. I've seen it done in black and white, which is the classic still. But I wanted to add some color to it for the heck of it, I guess is the best way to say it.
Hey, I was going to say that.
Okay, I'm going to finish this off pretty quickly. And Mark made the decisions on these colors because I was like, my brain is done thinking. That has never been my forte anyway. When I was actively in nursing school, my daughter used to say, "Who told you that matched?" So, or actually actively nursing. Okay, so now I'm going to use, I believe this is called Crimson. No, it's called Regal. Again, you don't have to use the same colors I'm using. If you're new to it, I would probably just choose a couple of colors to use. Make your life a lot easier. And again, you can get onto the green part of it. It will wash out. Just don't overlap into something else that has the white mesh in it, because that's exactly what you're trying to color. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit more of a cut in up here and make sure I've got it Really, okay. All right, and so here is our big reveal. And there you have it. So, I normally use that straight pick. I can't see it right here. Wait, where's my thing? It was on the table a little while ago. I was using that straight thing from Couture, and I really, really like it. It has many permanent uses or wonderful uses, but I really liked the way that this worked on the yellow for me, yellow and green. So,
and it's the same color as that.
Yeah. So,
but it looks like that kind of.
Again, this is March Club Couture, $19.99. You only have to do 3 months of it. You will get new colors, new transfer, occasionally new surfaces with it. If not, you can order a surface through Couture, or you can get a found surface. So this is the finishing of it. This is a reusable surface stencil over and over and over. And even though you'll be getting paste packets with yours, which looks like this, this is a multi-use. Y'all have seen how much paste I've actually used on each one of these things, and it is not very much. All right, until next time.